Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the ARRC's Bidding with the Stars. It's the first time that we're doing an online fundraiser, but we're so happy to have you here and that you joined us tonight. We've got an exciting evening planned. We'll have some live music provided by Canova Records musicians. We're going to raffle off a case of wine at the end. You have to have registered on our auction site in order to be eligible to win the case of wine, and you have to be watching. So you can call in and claim that at the end. We have 2 live auction items that you can only get by tuning in here to this YouTube live event. And Tom Allman is here to help tell us about those and to introduce why you should also be here supporting the ARRC. Thanks, Tom.
Julie, thank you very much. I think I feel like Jerry Lewis on a telethon, but I got to tell you, this is a big night. While COVID has slowed a lot of things in Mendocino County and virtually stopped many activities, it hasn't stopped the ARRC, it hasn't stopped the Boys and Girls Club. And for those of you who have been involved in years and years, and this is my 7th auction helping the ARRC, you know the significance of what the ARRC does on the south end of Ukiah. It's near and dear to my heart. It certainly helps prevent young people from getting involved in the criminal element after school, on weekends and so forth. We're going to get to the point where it's going to get open again for basketball and hoop on Sunday. But right now, the Boys and Girls Club is still open. And right now, the ARRC is very instrumental. If you have had your COVID shot in the Ukiah Valley, you very possibly received 1 or 2 of your shots at the ARRC because it's in the central location. And it helps us do a lot of things. So tonight's auctions are going to be a little different. We're going to be bidding on phone, and we'll give you the phone numbers in just a minute. And we want you to bid. We want you to understand the ARRC is going to keep its doors open. And it can only keep its doors open by the generosity of our community and those of you who have helped us for years and years. Now, a little different tonight. After dinner, you have to do your own dishes. We're not going to have your table cleared. And if you want wine, you have to get it yourself. I'm sorry. But we want you to bid. We want you to have fun. And at the end of the night, we want to sincerely thank you for helping us keep the doors open to the ARRC and the Boys and Girls Club. It's very significant. So, Julie, it's going to be a fun night. And for those of you who are watching, get ready to have some fun. And if there's a silent auction item that you want, bid on it, really and truly. And when the live auction, we only have 2 live auction items. When they come up, when the Spencer Brewer concert at your house with 12 people and the Mediterranean Fair and a case of Nelson wine comes up, bid on it. When the week in Kauai comes up, generously donated by the Hartleys, please bid on it. We're going to have some fun. And next year, we can say, gosh, remember last year we did it like this? Because hopefully we'll be back in the ARRC and we'll have fun and we'll have those glamorous dinners and so forth. So Julie, thanks for letting me be involved for my 7th year. It's a very big deal to me, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much.
And thank you, Tom. We appreciate you being here. We're lucky to have you and your auctioneering skills. And I just want to remind everyone, while we'll be doing 2 live auctions tonight during this YouTube event, they'll only be available tonight by calling in at the numbers that will be shown on your screen. But throughout the evening, we're going to be highlighting some of the silent auction items that you can bid on our auction site. The first one I'm going to highlight today is a 3-night stay in Wallala. And this is item number 103 in the silent auction. It's the Hilton House in Wallala, California, generously donated by the Gorney and Kindop families. This is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath house, fully remodeled, full kitchen, a game room with foosball, ping pong, lots for the kids to do, hundreds of movies to watch. It is a fenced-in yard, so it's pet-friendly. You can bring your dog. It has a fireplace and a hot tub. And the views from the front of this house in Wallala face the ocean. And so if you're not watching for whales, you can watch the sunset. You have the 10 miles of hiking at Sea Ranch to explore. And this is just really a beautiful property in a wonderful place on the Mendocino coast. So go to our silent auction on the site on your screen, and you can bid to win this 3-day stay. The other silent auction item we are going to feature is the carriage ride in Potter Valley. Now, this is an exclusive item, and you can only, again, get this item here on our silent auction. This is a horse-drawn carriage ride for up to 4 people at the lovely Rose Ranch. And that is item number 206. And this is an item that you'll have to use in summer because obviously it's too wet for a carriage ride right now. And so we thank Lynette Rose for her generous donation. The carriage ride will be on her 200-acre vineyard. It has an old restored barn that has Old West memorabilia. Apparently she has quite the collection. So if you bid to win this exclusive item on our site, which the bidding ends at 8 p.m. tomorrow, you can be among, look at these beautiful horses. You can be in the carriage with up to 3 of your friends, and you will get to experience this and brag about it. And because I don't know if we'll be able to get it again. So thank you, Lynette.
Julie, I want to say that I've auctioned a lot of things in this county, and this silent auction item with the carriage, I've never seen it before. It's something I've never done. This is like a one-of-a-kind thing, and we certainly appreciate the donation from Mrs. Rose, but if you bid on this, you're certainly going to be able to do something that not everyone in this county has done. So it's a unique item, it's new, and I hope you bid on it. It says the value is $400. This is a priceless video or priceless item that you're going to have fun doing. So thank you very much, and good luck with this. If you're trying to get it, good luck.
Yeah, thanks, Tom. We've never had this item before, so this is a one-time chance. Next up, we're going to show a video to you. We're going to introduce the rec center. So if you've never been there before, we have some people tuning in tonight from out of town who've maybe never been to the ARRC. So we'd like to show you what that is, what it looks like. And Marvin Trotter is going to talk a little bit about how we got to where we are today and how we serve the community.
Howdy, welcome to the rec center, the Alex Rohrbaugh Center. You're looking at a $9 million, 21,000 square foot community center. It's the home of the Boys and Girls Club and the City of Ukiah's recreation programs. And we took 10 years to build this. It's a beautiful facility. We've come a long way. We're doing a lot of different programs. But the basic idea is to give kids a fun, safe, sober place that they can have fun, develop good skills, social skills, friendships, that keep them out of the ER and out of trouble. So we're just trying to provide the entire community. It's not just kids. We want to have more and more community events here where people feel happy, fun, and connected. And we need your support to continue to give programs for the ARRC. Thank you for watching, thank you for donating, thank you for supporting the ARRC.
Thank you for that, Marvin, and you've been a big part of the ARRC since the beginning. The next 2 items that we're going to highlight that are featured in the silent auction, which again, you go to the website and you bid on these. These are not live items, they're silent. We have a 1-week stay in Baja, which I've been there many times and have lived to tell the tale and have enjoyed it immensely. So what would you have to say about this lovely little spot in Baja?
It's a wonderful place to go if you really want to have fun and do nothing except for eat, drink, and get in the water. This is your place. It's on 5 acres. It's a small town, El Cardinal, just about an hour and a half north of the airport at Cabo San Lucas. If you want to get in the hot tub, if you want to swim in the pool, if you want to go snorkeling every morning, it's a wonderful place to go. Excellent food, very relaxing, wonderful weather, and a beautiful facility.
I want to go there now. And so thank you for that, Marvin. And again, you can bid on this item on our silent auction. The other item you could bid on to win is a week stay at a cabin in Elk. This is number 101 on the silent auction website. And this is a cabin on, is it 100 acres, Marvin?
It's a cabin on 100 acres. What's really nice, it's a nice little redwood cabin. It's 1,000 square feet. You can have a bedroom, you can be on the queen-size futon, has a nice wood stove. It's 5 minutes to the Elk Beach, which is a wonderful, beautiful place. It's a nice little walk down to the beach, or if you want to, you can go to Mendocino, which is about 30 minutes to the north. It's a wonderful place to relax. Nobody's around, beautiful area. Stop at Hindi Woods on your way there.
Okay, thank you, Marvin, for that. And for those donations. And I tell you, we got you covered here tonight because if you want to go far away, like to Mexico or Hawaii, you can bid to win that trip. If you're maybe not ready to travel or you just want to stay closer to home, we got you covered there too. We got a couple of different options. So if you don't hear something tonight, check out the silent auction online, because we're just kind of doing a highlight reel tonight, but there's many more things that you can bid on when you go to our site. Speaking of bidding, Tom, because we have to do things differently this year, people are going to be calling in.
Right.
What do we need them to tell our lovely phone answerers here?
Well, thanks, Julie. So tonight, as I said, the bidding is going to be a little different. Let me give you 2 phone numbers, and if you have a piece of paper and a pen, write them down and maybe pre-program them in your phone. They're going to be answered by Erica and Casey. And when you call in, you're just going to need to give your bidder number and the amount. And instead of going really fast for a bidding, you know, as sometimes we do, we're going to go a little slower here because of phone technology, and it's a little different than one-on-one technology. So the first number, 485-4073, 485-4073, and then the second one, 391-7800, 391-7800. Both phones will be answered, and we have Erica and we have Casey, and they're going to be telling us who's doing the bidding. I want to talk a little bit about Elk, and if you're interested in that, you know, Elk is one of the most historical communities of our coast. It started out as a logging community with mills and so forth. They have a small museum there. It has a great store with local wines. It's just a fun place to be. And if you've never been to Elk, you can go down to Point Arena to the pier. You can go up to Mendocino. It's a great place. That's a really nice item. I hope you can bid on it. So that's how to bid. We're going to do the live auction here momentarily on the first item, which is a Spencer Brewer concert. But 485-4073 and 391-7800. And I hope we can get some familiar names here so I can give you shout outs. Is that okay, Julie?
Right, yes,
Okay.
and we'll be getting to that in just a few minutes. But before we get to that, we're going to hear a little music from local musicians Ethan and Hannah Gander, performing at Canova Records, Ukiah's own Canova Records. And they're just very talented young musicians, and we're happy to bring this to you. And if you need to get up and get a glass of wine, now's the time.
Hi, my name is Ethan Gander, and this is my sister,
Hannah Gander.
and we're going to be playing a little music for you today. We're going to start with the song called You and I, written by Ingrid Michaelson.
Don't you worry there, my honey. We may not have any money, but we've got a love to pay the bills. Maybe I think you're cute and funny. Maybe I wanna do what bunnies do with you, if you know what I mean. Oh, let's get rich and buy our parents' homes in the south of France. Let's get rich and give everybody nice sweaters and teach them how to dance. Let's get rich and build a house on a mountain, making everybody look like ants. From way up there, you and I, you and I. Oh, you might be a bit confused, And you might be a little bit bruised,
but baby, how we spoon like no one else.
well, I will help you read those books,
And you will soothe my worried looks.
and we will put the lonesome on the shelf. Oh,
Let's get rich and buy our parents' homes in the south of France. Let's get rich and give everybody nice sweaters and teach them how to dance. Let's get rich and build a house on a mountain, making everybody look like ants. From way up there, you and I, you and I. Oh, let's get rich and buy our parents' homes in the south of France. Let's get rich and give everybody nice sweaters and teach them how to dance. Let's get rich and build a house on a mountain, making everybody look like ants. From way up there, you and I, you and I.
Item number 5 is this
Wasn't the best.
1.5 liter Magnum from Barra of Mendocino. It's Petite Syrah, and it's from vintage 2002. So I actually spoke with Martha Barra the other day, and she told me that they're actually pouring the 750 of this in the tasting room right now, and it's tasting just right. So aging in the larger bottle format actually softens the wine and gives it a little bit of a longer finish. So if you go to Barra's tasting room and you like the 2002 Petite Syrah, you'll love it even more in the 1.5 liter Magnum. And this can be yours if you go to our silent auction online, number 501 under the wine and spirits category, and you can visit tonight, or you have up until 8 p.m. tomorrow. The other item I want to highlight right now is this lovely painting from Tim Poma. He's sort of a local celebrity artist here in Ukiah. And if you know Tim's work, then this will just jump right out at you, that you know exactly what his style is. Vibrant, it's textured, it's colorful, it's nature, it's just happiness in a painting. And this one is called Lovely Day in the Valley, and it's latex on canvas. And again, if you are interested in bidding on that item, go to our silent auction online, number 301 under art. Art has its own category in our auction this year because we've had a lot of local artists generously donate their art. So please go on and bid on this item, and all of the proceeds go to support activities for kids and people with disabilities here in Ukiah at the ARRC. Next, we're going to see another video, and it's going to highlight some of the things that have been happening at the ARRC during COVID, which is the Boys and Girls Club operating small pods in the afternoons for working families, providing that essential service.
The COVID situation has been very difficult for everyone, Boys and Girls Club families and staff alike. Kids need social interaction, and with school being closed, Boys and Girls Club is here as an outlet for families, a place where children have fun and parents know that they can go to work with their children being safe and being well taken care of. Boys and Girls Club is grateful to be ARRC renters and operate our programs here, our home since 2007 when the doors first opened. We have a great relationship with our partners. Everyone works together to ensure safety is first, allowing us to meet the needs of club kids and their families. BGU's first fundraiser of 2021 begins in April in partnership with the Ukiah Daily Journal. Watch UDJ for updates and information on funding Boys and Girls Club activities. As you can see, kids love being here at the ARRC.
So remember, if you're going to bid on the first live auction item, there's two phone numbers that I would like for you to know. 485-4073 or 391-7800. And Casey and Erica will be answering the phone because we're going to start right now. And so let me explain to you what the first live auction item is. And this is the Spencer Brewer concert. I want you to know this has been a very popular item in the past. This doesn't come up every year. We don't always have the opportunity to auction this, but it's a big deal. So this would be in either your house or a venue that you've chosen in the Ukiah Valley, a place that Spencer can bring his instruments there too. And hopefully there's a kitchen that we can get some things going, and you just have to sit and relax. The entertainment's there, the food's there, dessert, everything's going to be there, and you're not even going to have to do the dishes. So this is going to be a big item for 12 people, up to 12 people. You know what? You could buy this and just have 4 people. You could have your neighbors over. This is up to 12, but it's whatever you want. So we're going to start right now, and then the opening bid is going to be $500, and so hopefully someone's going to be calling in, and we're going to start with a $500 bid for the Mediterranean fare with Chef Sulam Bell. Now, what you didn't see listed is the chef does have several books out, and I've asked if you can be provided with an autographed copy of the book, most recent book at the event, and of course you can, because this is going to be something that you're going to have in your memory forever and ever. And so hopefully, and I sound like Jerry Lewis, hopefully we're going to have the telephones ringing so we can have an opening bid of $500 to keep the ARRC open and to keep the staff there so we can keep kids safe. So Casey and Erica are ready to answer your phone at any time with an opening bid of $500. It's a Spencer Brewer concert that's going to be at your house. It's up to 12 people, and not just food, but the chef is going to include talks and demonstrations of how she's preparing the Mediterranean fare. So it'll be your house, your kitchen, and you'll have a professional chef there that's basically telling you how to prepare the next meal and what's going in it. You're going to see the ingredients. You're going to see how simple preparing a Mediterranean meal can be. It's not just healthy, but it tastes good. So if you're interested, we'd love for you to bid. We'd love for you to call 485-4073 or 391-7800. But remember, as we're waiting for the bids to come in, the silent auction is going to be open until Sunday evening at 8 p.m. We're going to have the silent auction available to you. So there's many, many items from very generous people in the Kauai Valley that understand the significance of the ARRC and the Boys and Girls Club. If you've been following the news of all the vaccines that have been given in the Kauai Valley, you know the ARRC has played a very significant role in this, of allowing Adventist Hospital to bring their employees in, some volunteers, and to allow people in the south end of Ukiah a location where we can have good, safe vaccination going. And it's just a beautiful arena. If you've never been to the ARRC, I want you to know the ARRC is a place where kids can go to have fun. Adults can relax because their kids are having fun. And I want you to know that my friend, the good district attorney, David Eister, has thrown in the first $500 bid for this Spencer Brewer concert. So please help me and beat David Eister. Please help me and beat David Eister. Because, yes, let's, come on. There's nothing competitive between a district attorney and a sheriff, right? No, everything's competitive. So Eister is in at 500. We're looking for 550. So if you would like to help me beat Dave Eister, please do so, because this is all in good fun. And David understands the value of a Spencer Brewer concert. He understands it. And you know, David, I've been to your house. You have the perfect kitchen. You have the perfect table. David, you have several hundred bottles of wine, but you're going to have another case. But I have good news for everyone else. Dave Eister has been outbid. Esther Siegel has bid $600, so not $550, David. She stepped on $550 and went straight to $600. So we're looking for $650. So the good news is, David, you can still get back in. So let's see, $650 or $700. If you're feeling generous, let's just go up to a $700 bid. But right now it's at $650. You tell us what you want to bid, and Esther's in at $600. Now this is going to be interesting because Esther knows Spencer Brewer quite well. So there may not be a need to move a whole lot of instruments, but she's going to have a great, and Spencer, I've been to your house. Your kitchen could be perfect on this one. And it could be, you have a great yard for entertaining and so forth. You know, this event could go into the spring or early summer when the weather's going to be nice, people can social distance, and we are going to have getting back to normal. So, Esther, we appreciate you tuning in. David, we appreciate you tuning in. But Marvin Trotter's in at $700. So both of you have been outbid, but I'm looking forward to saying who's going to bid $750 or $800 for this case of wine, dinner for 12, up to 12, and a private concert. And you'll have pictures. This will be part of your family, your neighborhood for a long time. Say, remember that time that we all came together and there was that guy who, what was his name? Yeah, Spencer. Yeah. We're going to have a good fun time. So right now it's at $700. We'll close it at $700, but that's a deal. That's a deal for 12 people having a concert and a Mediterranean fare at your house.
I want to say, if I could, Tom, real quick, you know, this past year has been such a strange one. None of us have really been entertaining, and you can use this item for up to a year. So if you win tonight, it's not like you have to turn around and use this next month. If you're not comfortable yet to have your friends over, or you just want to wait a little while so the weather is nice, you can do it over the summer or in the fall. You know, you have a whole year, which is February of 2022. And hopefully by that point, we'll be able to be back doing our live event. But I just wanted to point out that this is something that you could use. And gosh, won't it be nice to be able to entertain and have dinner with friends again?
Remember those days where we could sit down at a table of people who just showed up and we could have laughter? And so, we'll get to those times. But right now, we are in the middle of an auction, and my good friend David Eister is saying he would like to entertain up to 12 people at his house. And this would be great in the summertime because, David, I hope I'm on your list because you have a nice pool too. So you're in at $750, David. Your leading bid $750. I'm looking for an $800 bid for this event for this event. This is going to be a big event that people are going to remember. But David Iser's in at $7.50. We'll go about 30 seconds without anybody else bidding before we wrap it up and move on to the next item. But right now, $7.50 for Spencer Brewer concert. And it looks like we might have a bid coming in, I don't know, for dinner up to 12 and a case of Nelson Winery. And the Nelsons in Hopland, every year they support us. Every year they understand the significance of having the ARRC on the south end of Ukiah. You know, it's not in the metropolitan area of Ukiah, it's on the south end where we need the ARRC to be. We need those doors open after school. We need that basketball on weekends. We need a place where kids can go that's safe and parents can say, my kid's down at the ARRC playing basketball or doing homework at the Boys and Girls Club. So we're in at $7.50. I'm going to close it in just a minute. David Iser's in at $7.50, looking for an $800 bid. Casey, Erica, thank you so much. I mean, you're sitting there, you're waiting, and so we are going to close this out, $750 for David Iser. David, thank you very much.
Thank you, David.
Congratulations, and thank you to the other bidders. Thank you very much. So now we're going to move on.
Remember, we have a silent auction happening as well as a live auction. The silent auction goes until 8 p.m. tomorrow night. And the next item we're going to talk about is the estate plan, generously donated by local Ukiah attorney David Kindop. This includes will, trust, and power of attorney. It's a $3,500 value, and it can be yours if you go to the site right here, it's shown on your screen, and bid on item 209. I believe it's under the services category, item 209, estate plan by David Kindop. And this is an item that Tom is personally familiar with from one of our prior live auctions that we've had at the ARRC gym. You utilized David's services.
I have, and you know, Julie, it's not just getting a living trust taken care of. This is David Kindop. David knows exactly what he's doing. And if you know David, you know that he and his mom are actively involved in making sure the ARRC stays open. We're very lucky to have such a talented attorney in Ukiah, and we're very lucky he's one of our supporters. So in this world of the pandemic and wildfires and so forth, there's a lot of things we talk about, but you always hear me talking about preparation. And the preparation that we as adults need to take is making sure that we have our affairs in order. And David has generously donated this, and it's valued, when we say $3,500, it's valued at $3,500. So go ahead and it's on silent auction now. Look at it and see it, and talk to someone else and say, hey, is this something we want to do? And the answer is probably going to be yes.
Never a bad time to get your affairs in order, that's for sure. So another silent auction item that I want to highlight that is also very unique, you can only get this here, go onto the auction website to bid on number 508, a private tasting and 6 bottles from the award-winning distillery, Charbet Distilleries, located right here in Ukiah. The amazingly generous Marco Karakasovic and his wife Jenny Karakasovic have donated this item. Marco is the distiller, and he is super knowledgeable, will tell you everything that you need to know about things like their doubled and twisted whiskey or their vodkas. So included with this item are 3 different vodkas, this clear vodka, a Meyer lemon, and a green tea vodka, which pairs really nicely with lemonade in the summertime. And then the R5 whiskey, the hops bourbon whiskey, and the doubled and twisted whiskey. So that's a value of about $300 just in those bottles of spirits. Plus you get the value of the private tasting with Marco Karakasovic. And one other item I wanted to...
Hey, Julie, can I interrupt for just a
Sure.
second? You know, Marco and Jenny operate the distillery on the south end of Ukiah. And he's not just a distiller.
No.
I don't know if you know this. His father, who is alive and well in Napa County, is a 12th generation distiller from Serbia. And Marco's the next in line to be the generational distiller. And so this isn't something they went to school and said, let's do this. This is actually part of their family genetics of who they are. And I've been lucky enough to tour and to taste, and they know exactly what they're doing. So this is not offered very often, and this is going to be a virtual tasting. So in other words, what we're going to do is get you the whiskey and the vodkas and everything at your house, and then we're going to go through Zoom or Facebook Live or whatever it's going to be, and Marco's going to be explaining to you exactly what's happening, and it's going to be a fun event. And you're only limited by how many people you want to invite to have this. So it's a good event. Thank you for letting me interrupt there.
Thank you, no problem. And real quick, I wanted to just highlight this bowl that Evan Trotter from Evan Trotter Woodworks donated. This is a combination of 4 different inlaid woods. It's a 15-inch by 5-inch salad bowl with a wood grade oil finish. And it's just stunning. I mean, I would almost hate to put food in it. It almost is like a piece of art for your table. So this is another item that you can only get on our silent auction at the website. Here's the information on the screen for you to go to the site. If you haven't registered yet, there's still time. The auction does not close until 8 p.m. tomorrow, Sunday. So put in a bid tonight, set your max bid, let your phone do the rest, and you could enter to win this gorgeous, handcrafted, custom-made bowl. It's truly one of a kind. So now we're going to see a little more video from the ARRC and talk about the mission of inclusion that we have. We believe very strongly at the ARRC in making sure that we have activities and space available for all types of people of all abilities and all ages. And so here's a little bit more about that. The ARRC is also home away from home for the disabled in our community who also need safe and fun places to socialize and be active. Inclusion has always been central to the mission of the ARRC for people of all ages and all abilities. People's First, Special Olympics, and the ABC Day program are all groups that regularly use the ARRC for sports, recreational activities, dances, and other events. These folks have felt the absence of the bowling alley more than most, as there aren't many activities for them, and it's tough for caregivers to find enough fun and safe things for them to do. The ARRC is helping to fill the gap.
Hello, my name is Ivan Pantaleon, and I'm the ARRC board chair here at Ukiah. And I'm standing in what is now the Alex Rohrbach Recreation Center, which is being used by local children in our community. I started coming to Open ARRC on Friday nights about 5 years ago and just started volunteering my time. And then a board position opened up and I joined, and now I'm the board chair. Pre-pandemic, we'd have as many as 60 plus people in here from different backgrounds, different ages, young adults, kids exercising, playing soccer, using the facility, especially in this part of town, which is kind of what it was built for and what we wanted to use it for. So now we're having our fundraiser, and we're really looking for contributions from the community to help out.
So our next item is a big one. This is 7 days in Kauai. Yeah, if you'd like to go to Hawaii, raise your hand. Yeah, that's how an auction works. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so you don't have to raise your hand at this. You just have to call 485-4073, 485-4073, and 391-7800. So let's cover everything that this is. The Hartleys have generously donated this, and we are very appreciative. This is a big deal. So this is airfare is not included. So as you know, if you've been following the air prices are down a little bit, and you can find a good deal right now to Hawaii. There's several places that are pretty good deals. So this is Club Windham, Valley Height, villas, and it absolutely captures the splendor of Hawaii. This is right in the middle of everything. You can go downtown, you can go to the beach, you can go to the mountains. This is a great place to be. It's 2-bedroom. It's just under 1,150 square feet. There's a king bed in the master, queen in the other with a sleeper. It's a full kitchen, washer, dryer, with a whirlpool tub. This is basically for 6 people. Has a balcony that overlooks the pool. This is the real deal. This is a Hawaiian vacation. So we're going to start with a $500 bid for 7 days in Kauai for up to 6 people. Kitchen, so you don't have to go out to the restaurants. You have a pool there. Just if you want to throw the opening bid of $500 out there, we are ready. Eric and Casey are ready for your bid. 485-4073 or 391-7800. We're very lucky. You can use this up to a year, which means you can start planning now for the Thanksgiving holidays, for the December holidays, when you think the time is right for you to go to Hawaii. And the Hartleys, as I said, have been very generous in this for several years, and the people who have gone have come back and said, we absolutely got our money's worth. If you look at what the prices would be for staying in a Windham suite, let me tell you, it would be upwards of $300, $400, or $500 a day, and this is for 7 days.
Not only does it have the 2 separate bedrooms, so if you have kids and you want to bring your kids on a nice fun vacation, this resort has a special separate pool and beach area just for kids. So, 7 days is not a long time, but it's a long time when you have kids and wet clothes and sand and, laundry comes in pretty key. It also has a full kitchen. So if you don't necessarily want to eat every meal out, you can get some groceries and cook for yourself a couple times. So I think this is a really enticing deal, and going to Kauai right now sounds pretty amazing.
Well, it does. And you know what else is amazing is that I opened this bid at $500, and we have a huge supporter of our community that's a great mechanic that's always donating everything, a member of Rotary, Salvador Rico. He said, no, Tom, we're not going to bid $500. We're bidding $800. So Sal is in at $800. So we're looking for yeah, thank you, Sal. And thanks for always being there for the community. You're always donating. People coming and getting their cars worked on for a good price. But Sal, I have some bad news. You, my good friend, have been outbid because we have a $1,000 bid right now. But the good news is, Sal, you can pick up the phone and call us back. But Jeff Burrell has called us, and he's in at $1,000, and we appreciate it. We're looking for $1,100. So yeah, Jeff, you crossed the $1,000 mark. Thank you very much. We're looking for $1,100 for a week in Kauai, Hawaii, where you can forget your troubles. So we didn't just go, Jeff, I appreciate your $1,000, but we didn't just go from 1,000 to 11. No, we didn't, because the people in this community are so generous. we have Heath Dolan. And Heath, thank you for tuning in. You and your family, Dark Horse, have always supported good community events. Thank you very much. You're in at $1,500, my friend. Thank you very much. So we're looking for a $1,600 unless someone wants to be more generous. $1,500 to Heath Dolan. And Heath is saying, yeah, you know, dealing with vineyards and wine and everything and going through a winter of COVID, a week in Kauai sounds great. And I don't blame you. I think you'll enjoy it. So Amanda Pantaleon.
That's Ivan's wife.
Ivan, I don't know if Ivan knows this, but Ivan, she's bid $1,600. So now Sal, our good friend Sal, and I don't know if you've been following everything that Ukiah Rotary's been doing. I know this is for ARRC.
That's okay.
Ukiah Rotary just sent an ambulance to Mexico.
That's amazing.
And Sal was instrumental in every part of it.
Well, and I'd like to give Sal a shout out because he's also donated 2 gift certificates to the silent auction, which you can find on the website, for $500 each towards auto services. And
Well,
you're in good hands with him.
I want to give him a shout out because he's in at $1,900 right now. So we're looking for $2,000 for the trip to Hawaii. But Sal's in at $1,900. So not only does he donate to the silent auction, Sal is trying to get to Hawaii. And I think Eister bought this one time, but I don't know if he went or not. You should text me, David, and let me know because you're still welcome to bid again. But Sal's in at $1,900 and we're looking for $2,000 to keep the doors of the ARRC open, to keep kids going to the Boys and Girls Club, to keep, once COVID is through, we're going to get through the having basketball on Friday nights, Saturday nights, Sunday afternoons, and people were saying, this is so good.
I mean, especially after the year that the kids have been through, the ARRC is going to be more necessary than ever after this is over. They're going to just have so much pent-up energy to come play.
Right.
And we want to be there for them, and you can help us be there for them. And even if you're not into donating or don't want to buy this item, you can go to the silent auction website, and even if nothing interests you, you can just make a donation. The top first option is to just make a flat donation. So $25, $25, $1,000, anywhere in between.
Jeff is in at $2,000. Jeff Burrell in at $2,000. Jeff, thank you very much.
That says.
And oh, that was shortly lived because Heath Dolan's in at $2,100. So they obviously know the value.
It's going up. It's going up.
We have socially distanced people in this room, and we're all clapping. So if you hear echoes of clapping, we're all 6 feet apart. Everybody else is wearing a mask. And you and I are socially distanced, so you can bid on this one, I promise. But Heath's in at $2,100. I'm looking for $2,200 for a week in Kauai. And Heath, if you get it, the one thing we ask is next year, let us know what it was like, because I've heard nothing but perfect things about the Hartley's property in Hawaii. It's comfortable, it's clean, very clean, and it's close to so many amenities that this is a place people can either go just to chill and say, I'm not in my vineyard, and I can just relax, or they can do something new every day. They can go to the beach and so forth.
Call.
So
we got another caller.
We have another caller. Heath, you're in at $2,100, but if you get outbid, I just need you to make another phone call. But we're in at $2,100 for Heath, so we've had Sal, we've had Jeff, we have had Heath, we've had Amanda, people who understand the significance of the ARRC, and they are all bidding on this to help us. So now we have a Sal. Ooh, Sal's throwing some numbers in there. $2,350. Salvador Rico has bid $2,350 on this, which means there's a possibility, Julie, that we're going to get $2,500 on this. But Sal's in at $2,350. I'm looking for $2,500.
Hey, and you can jump in now. There's the numbers. Call now.
485. I feel like Jerry Lewis. I got to tell you. 485-4073. And if you're under 35, you have no idea what that comment just meant.
I wish I could say that.
Or 391-7800. Jerry Lewis did a lot for muscular dystrophy. He did telethons every year. So Sal's in at $2,350, looking for $2,500. Sal's in at $2,350, looking for $2,500. If the phone rings, I'm going to take it. If not, it's going to go to Sal. Oh, the phone is ringing.
Oh my God, phone is ringing.
There's
Oh my
a
God.
possibility we're at $2,500. So once again, the silent auction's open till tomorrow, Sunday, at 8 p.m. And I think what you're seeing right now is we're going to do a replay of this. Are we doing a replay of this?
It'll be archived.
For the archive, it'll be archived, and we are in Keith Dolan. You are a hero, man. You're in at 2,500.
Woo!
You're in at 2,500. I hope the Hartleys are watching this right now.
Thank
We
you,
appreciate-
Hartleys. Thank you to the Hartleys.
Thank you to the Hartleys. Heath is in at 25. I'm looking for 2,600 for the trip to Hawaii. 2,500 to Heath. Looking for 26. 2,500 once, looking for 26, but you just have to make the phone call and we can go to 26 and Heath will say, darn it. But anyway, 25 once. Any phone calls coming in? 25 twice. Rico, are you out? Jeff, are you out? Yes, I'm talking to you. Amanda, are you out? Going once. No phones are ringing. We're at 2,500. Wait, the phone is ringing.
Oh boy,
Oh,
the plot thickens.
the plot thickens. Okay, I thought I heard a number, but I want them to write it down. But I want to see who is bidding $2,800, and it's Salvador Rico. Sal.
Our
Heath,
pal Sal.
listen, it's only $200 to $3,000. It's only $200 to $3,000.
Yeah, what's 200
Sal, you're a
more?
friend of mine, but business is business. And the phone is ringing. So 2,800 for the trip to Hawaii for Sal, but we are now silent auction right there, 485-4073, 391-7800, and it looks like we have a $3,000 bid.
From Heath.
Heath Dolan,
Woo!
Dark Horse Winery. Yes, it's great wine, and the Dolans are great people.
But do we have a dark horse bidder?
Oh, do we have a dark horse? Well, we do. We have Heath. So Heath then at 3,000. I'm looking for $3,200. $3,200. This is kind of exciting. Not as really exciting as getting into the live auction down at the ARRC, which we're going to hopefully do next year. But this is as exciting as it gets. Okay. We're looking for $3,200. Heath is in at 3,000. I'm looking for 32.
Phone's ringing.
Yes, it is getting excited. Heath, don't say a bad word, but it looks like we have a bidder coming in. And
3,300 from
all right, Sal's in at 3,300. Sal is in at 33, looking for 3,400. Heath, it's only $100 more. I checked the math myself. 3,300. I'm looking for 34. And new bidders are welcome. Don't tell Heath and Sal that, but new bidders are welcome. A week in Hawaii. You're right there. Airfare's not included. It's at a Windham Hills place. It's absolutely spectacular. It's COVID clean. There's a pool. There's a beach. It's there waiting for you. So Sal's in at 33. I'm looking for $3,400. Heath, you're leaving me hanging, man. You're leaving me hanging. Okay, 3,300 to Sal. I'm looking for 34.
Oh, there's a call.
And there's a possibility the phone's coming in right now. But you know what? This is all fun because we're raising money to keep the doors open. Julie, the executive director of the ARRC, knows what it costs to keep staff there, to pay the electricity. We're in at $3,500. Sorry, Sal. Heath is in at $3,500. Heath, thank you very much. We're looking for $3,600 or more. $3,600, but it's $3,500 to Heath Dolan, and we appreciate it very, very much. I'm looking for $3,600. If Sal, don't get mad at me now, but it's $3,600, and once again, I did the math. It's $100 more. It's to you, but I'm looking for $3,600. It's right now it's $35 to Heath. You know, last year we had so much fun at the ARRC auction, and next year hopefully we will too, with great food, great catering, great drinks, great entertainment, and we're just trying to make it work this year. And we hope you're having fun too, because the bottom line is, on Monday rolls around, we're going to know what we've raised for ARRC and keeping it up. So it's $3,500 to Heath. I'm looking for 36. Phones aren't ringing right now. Heath looks like he's not dark horse. He's a lead horse right now in this, and we're going to see what happens with Heath in 3,500.
Oh, now we're up to 38.
So Sal is in at Heath. Don't get mad at me. We're friends, remember? Sal's in at 3,800, which means that for $4,000, we're looking for a bid. It's 3,800 for a week in Hawaii. And like I said, I've talked to people who've bought this before, and they've never complained about the price. They said this is worth every bit of it. The amenities that are on site there is $3,800 to Salvador Rico, a great supporter of the ARRC and of the Boys and Girls Club and of Rotary and just about everything else. Sal, thank you very much. But it's $3,800. I'm looking for $4,000. Auctions only work when we have a couple, 3, 4 bidders, and right now we have 2 very generous bidders going. We're at $3,800. We're looking for $4,000 for a week in Kauai. All right. So we're at $3,800. I'm looking for $4,000. Julie, I will have to say that, you know, many nonprofits over the last 12 months have kind of taken a back seat to saying, how are we going to do this? What are we going to do just to keep the minimums open? But the ARRC has done a little bit more. And when I saw that the vaccinations were being given at the ARRC, and I was saying, I am proud to be part of something that's keeping its doors open so we can help the community. That's exactly what this is all about.
And I was there on Wednesday when they did the first mass vaccination clinic. They 750 people in one morning to afternoon. It went like clockwork, so smooth. I have to give a lot of props to Adventist Health Ukiah Valley and all their amazing staff and what they've achieved. I believe they're going to ramp up to even try to double that in the coming weeks. So they're really doing a big part, and we're trying to do our part because we believe strongly in helping our community recover from COVID and be able to take trips again. But in the meantime, we're here for you. And if you've been outbid on this and you were looking for something to bid on, go to the silent auction on our website. And on that site, you can bid on lots of other things, local trips, wines and spirits, art, stuff for your home and garden. So let's see where we are with the live auction now.
All right, well, we're at $3,800 with Sal again, and I think we're going to call it unless somebody calls right now. But it's $3,800.
Thank you, Sal.
And Sal, listen, from the bottom of my heart, and I just have to tell you, you're always there for the community. Heath, you're always there. We hope we're going to see you soon. But the bid is closed. Salvador Rico at $3,800. Sal, thank you very much. Heath, thank you very much. The others at bid, thank you very much. So now we're going to continue on. Julie, it's to you.
I'm going to highlight a couple more silent auction items real quick here. This is a great item. It's a combination package of a brand new Weber Spirit 2 gas grill, generously donated by Freedman's. And I have to give a shout out here to Josh Mason, who's the department head who helped me out with this. Not only will they deliver this item, which goes above and beyond the $500 price tag, but they'll assemble it. So you're getting the royal treatment from Freedman's with this gas grill. Look it up. It's gotten great reviews. In addition to the brand new barbecue grill, you get a $100 certificate from Inland Organics, local meat and produce. There's Jesse at the farmer's market. You can see Jesse generously donated this to go with the barbecue grill. What a perfect combination. And if that wasn't perfect enough, we also have a case of North Coast Brewing Company's Scrimshaw, which I happen to have right here. This is actually bottles, not cans, so if that sweetens the deal at all. But this package of a case of beer, $100 of local organic meat and produce, and a brand new, highly rated Weber Spirit 2 grill can be yours if you go to the silent auction on our website. It closes at 8 p.m. tomorrow, so you have just a little more than 24 hours. This is item 400. The next item I want to highlight is also generously donated by another local great company. This is item 401 on the silent auction site, $1,000 towards premium soil from North American Organics. They're in Redwood Valley. I think it's 35 years that Shannon said they've been in business. Give them a call for all your garden needs. This can be for your landscaping or for your vegetable garden. $1,000 goes a long way in soil. I believe it'll buy you maybe up to 12 yards of soil, or you can get delivery if you want to use some of that money for them to deliver the soil right to your home. So thank you to them. We're going to take a quick break and listen to some more music from Ethan and Hannah Gander, and then we'll see a video from Jake Burgess at the City of Ukiah, one of our great partners, and then we'll be back.
This is an original song I wrote, and it's called Dreams. I wake up to bittersweet memories of you. Ooh, and you slip under skin of the enemy. Who will lie you? But it won't fool me. Tangled in self
hard to forget your smile with you constantly on my mind all of the time. You broke right in, 'cause I need to convince myself that here is beautiful. Do-do-do-do, now with you standing next to me. Eyes open and I can erase what I've seen. Ooh, illusions that linger, I'm grasping at strings. Ooh, 32 months and a week, still a chapter seems incomplete. Time's not a construct in my dreams. I'll never convince myself that you're no good for me. Intoxicate my sleep. See you in my dreams.
Hi, I'm Jake Burgess, Recreation Supervisor for the City of Ukiah. During this pandemic, we've been doing everything we can to keep kids healthy and active, all within the county health guidelines. We've been very fortunate to be able to utilize the Alex Rohrbaugh Center gym. It's a tremendous asset to the community due to its size, location, and of course accessibility. We've been running a number of small pods of basketball and volleyball since the summer. Our whole goal is to keep kids active and fit. It's very difficult when kids spend so many hours locked in front of a laptop doing distance learning and with very limited opportunities to exercise and of course to socialize. Families have overwhelmingly expressed their gratitude to us that this facility remains open and accessible to the community, and of course kids just love playing in this gym.
Okay, thanks. Welcome back. Hope you're still staying tuned. The next auction item I'd like to highlight is a couple of locally crafted distilled spirits from Mendocino Spirits. This right here is their straight bourbon whiskey, aged 3 years in oak barrels. And we also have the Russell Henry Gin, which just won an award, which tomorrow, I'm sorry, I don't remember the specific award. But if you go to our site and look, oh, there it is, the Chairman's Trophy. So congratulations to Tamar and Crispin for that. So you can win this by going to our auction site under Wine and Spirits.
Hey, can I give a plug for them for just a minute?
Of course.
They were just issued a license by the ABC 2 weeks ago that now allows them to sell up to 3 bottles per person at their distillery in Redwood Valley. And they're always part of our community. They make award-winning spirits and they're very generous. So if you're in Redwood Valley and you want to spend a day, go out and see something new, go to the Tamar distillery. You'll just look in a phone book and you'll find it. But they're great people with a great product and they're great supporters. Thank you very much, Crispin and Tamar.
Okay, so Corner Gallery Ukiah, what a gem in our community. And we've had 6 artists from the Corner Gallery generously donate to our auction. All of their items can be found. They have their own separate page on the site, but if you just search art, you'll find an array of lovely items. We had a painting donated by Susan Blackwelder, a beautiful watercolor. We have a scroll donated by Elliot Little. We have these 2 quilts that you're seeing right now donated by the renowned quilt artist Laura Fogg. We have these earrings. They're aquamarine and sterling silver. And what a gorgeous pair of earrings they are. You can find them in the gallery or you can buy them at our auction. We have the handheld mirror with epoxy and wood. And I want to show you here in person this charmeuse silk scarf, which I don't think I'm really doing it justice, but this is Cassie Gibson. Hand dyes and dips and paints these scarves. It's just as soft as can be because it's silk. And this can be yours if you go to the silent auction and search art or go to the Corner Gallery page. I also have the 2 quilts from Laura Fogg. So they're meant to be sold as a pair. Whoops, I'm going the wrong way. Coastal quilts, they're barns inspired by her travels around the county. And they have wooden dowels on the back for hanging. And another super unique item that you will only find from Katie Gibbs is this steel oak tree. I don't think the studio lighting is doing it as much justice, but imagine this hanging on your outside wall. It's powder coated, so it will not rust. So you can hang this outside and the elements will not affect it. It's about 24 inches by 36 inches, and as you can tell by holding it, it's steel. So those items can be yours by going to our silent auction site. And we hope that you go there and bid often and support the Corner Gallery. They're open from 11 to 5, Fridays and Saturdays. So support your local artists, they could really use it. And thank you to all the artists who donated. Next we have the raffle. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot one thing. We have one more silent auction item to feature, and that is the Rockport House. It's a beach house for 3-night stay. This is generously donated by the Mendocino Forest Company. And it's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath house, fireplace, private beach, laundry facilities. The house sleeps 10. So Rockport, 25 miles north of Fort Bragg, 18 miles south of Leggett. You have the private beach with a barbecue, restroom facilities, all to yourself. You can also explore the old mill site or visit the demonstration forest. Lots to do in Rockport. You can be as active or as relaxed as you want. This is a great getaway for a group of friends or a couple families. Like I said, it sleeps 10. So go to our website. This item is available on the vacation getaways at the top of the items that you browse. And we hope that you will get on there and bid. This is a really unique item, and thank you to Mendocino Redwood Company for their donation. So up next, hopefully you're still tuned in. We're going a little longer than anticipated because of our technical glitch, but we are going to draw a name from the basket.
You have to be present to win. So in other words, when we draw your name, if we draw your name, call us immediately. There will be like a 2-minute phone call. So 485-4078.
So anyone who has been
4073, sorry, 485-4073, 391-7800. Please, you need to call. If they call your name, you need to call us immediately.
Kim Walker. Kim Walker, I drew your name. And so if you are watching, please call and you will win a mixed case of Parducci wines. I believe there's Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, and Grenache, all in that case. And evidently Kim has registered to bid at the auction site because all the names in that basket that I just picked from are people who have registered on our site to bid at the silent auction. And so Kim Walker, if you're
waiting for that, can I talk about the ARRC a little bit?
Sure.
You know, we're talking about the ARRC and how much it does and so forth. I want to talk bottom line. And the ARRC costs about $400 per day, 7 days a week, to keep the doors open. And every year you hear us going fund a need of what we're going to do. If you're tuning into this and you didn't get a chance to get in on the live auction or you haven't bid on the silent auction, I'm telling you a $400 one-time donation to the ARRC would keep the doors open for a day. And I'm not going to say that we're closing if we don't have the money. That's not it at all. We just have to figure out how we're going to get this money. So if $400, as you know, it has a full board of directors. You know that 50% of the board of directors for the ARRC are physicians and medical personnel in the Ukiah Valley. These are people who, when you have the physicians saying, we believe in this, and they're sitting on the board of directors, that to me legitimizes the significance of the ARRC. So if you need, if you just want to help us, that bottom line is $400 a day. So you could say, I'm going to do $100, $200, or maybe a full day. But we would greatly appreciate your donation. So has Kim called in?
I don't believe Kim's
Kim
called.
Walker.
How about we try one more, and if this person doesn't call, then we'll just split it between the two of them.
Okay.
Shirley Shoemaker. Shirley, I hope you're watching. Shirley, if you call in right now to 485-4073, or 391-7800. Surely you can be the winner of the case of mixed wine from Carducci. So, if we...
Julie, I said at the beginning of this, if people do not understand what the ARRC is, all they have to do is call, make an appointment, and they can get a tour. Because we want you to see, whether you donate $1 or you've been very generous like Sal, at $3,800, we want you to see what the ARRC is and how it benefits. Because when a disaster happens, I don't want you to say, well, what is the ARRC? I want you to help us be part of the solution. With the vaccinations, people know exactly. Let's go to the ARRC and let's get it taken care of. Julie's the executive director. She knows, as I said, how to pinch a penny, how to make things work. And all we're trying to do is get through COVID like everybody else and make sure that the ARRC stays open. So, have we got any phone calls from? All right, we're moving.
We'll do the split. So Kim and Shirley will give you a call. We have your numbers since you registered. Just last reminder, go to the auction site and register. You don't even have to bid on an item. You can just, like Tom's saying, make a straight donation and help us stay open for the kids and people with disabilities in our community. So with that, I believe we are coming to the end of the show.
I want to thank the live bidding victors.
Yes, for sure. Heath?
I want to really thank Dave Eister for the Spencer winning the Spencer Brewer concert and the Mediterranean Fair. You still have my phone number, David. I think it's in your phone. And also, not just thanking Sal, but thanking Heath for getting $3,800 for the very generous donation from the Hartleys for the Hawaii stay there. So, and Sal, you don't need to invite me on that. I'm just bugging Eister, not you.
And thank you, Tom, because we really appreciate you coming here and doing this for us, COVID style. And I'd like to thank Kirk and Spencer, Fuller Digital Media, for their production. I'd like to thank Carrie Randall and the Conference Center staff, all of our board of directors and volunteers, and all of our sponsors. We can't forget our sponsors. All of the people who made donations, artists, businesses, local foundations, our sponsors, Adventist Health. I don't want to list them because I'll probably forget, but you're going to see them in the roll credits. And last but not least, I want to thank my husband, Matt. I want to thank my kids, Eli, Nathan, and Aaliyah. I know Mom's not been as available in the last few weeks because this has kind of taken over my life, so thank you guys. And my mother-in-law, Roberta Lentz. We love you. And we thank you all for showing up here tonight and supporting this new venture. And take care.
Thank you for tuning in.
Go to the auction and bid more. Good night.
Good night. Thank you. It's a wrap.